What's up, Kings? Hope all is well. Hope y'all having a phenomenal day. Today we're going to be talking about most men have never experienced a happy or healthy relationship. Most men haven't. And now I'm going to go over the reasons why most men, I didn't say all, most. First and foremost, now when you talk about women a lot on this channel, I'm not saying that the women are the devil, women are Satan or anything like that, but what I'm saying is a lot of men end up choosing the woman for the wrong reasons, or the woman that they're with. They go for the woman over the sex appeal and the lust versus how she can really treat them. You know, now I don't like to do the number scale, the 1 through 10 thing, but let's just say it for this example, right? You may have somebody who is a 7, right? And she treats you like a king, right? But you may have somebody who's perceivably a 10, right? And she treats you like dirt crap. But a lot of times you go for that 10 who treats you like dirt crap because you want that eye candy. You want that person who, when you walk into a building or you walk into a party or a restaurant, you want people to be like, oh yeah, that's mine right there. The whole time, when you leave that area, when you go home, where you going through it, you're not even feeling good mentally. You understand what I'm saying? You're not feeling good mentally. So think about that. How many times have you ever just went for that woman who's so bad, but you knew she wasn't for you? Now, I'm not saying that women are evil, but some of them are. Some of them are. You know, if you're a woman watching my channel, not all men are terrible, but some of them, they got some work to do. Same thing with women. Nobody is a lost cause, but people, we have work to do, but it starts with taking that accountability for how we are. You know, you may grew up being a dirtbag, but you don't have to end your life being a dirtbag. You feel what I'm saying? Once you do the things necessary to rectify those things. So if you see me looking down, I got some notes right here. You feel what I'm saying? Secondly, most men have never had a happy relationship or a healthy one because, you know, it's some childhood trauma. You know, some childhood trauma that you've never rectified, that you never fixed. You didn't talk to anybody, weren't vocal about it. You never been to any kind of therapy or anything. You know, in the black community, you know, therapy is kind of frowned upon. It's kind of become popular in the past 3 or 5 years, but therapy is a good thing. I've been to therapy 2 times, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times you may feel like you got nobody to talk to. You may feel like nobody understands you. I'm gonna keep it a stack. A lot of times those therapists don't understand what I'm going through. Sometimes they do. But I tell you who understands me the Most High, God, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit. Now, I know a lot of people who watch my videos aren't believers of God, but that's cool. I'm not pushing that on anybody. You know, believe what you believe. Pray to who you pray to, you know what I mean? But if I can share my testimony, I'm gonna do that. This is my channel, for sure, like that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to push anything on anybody, and anybody in the comments, you shouldn't be trying to push your way of thinking on anybody either. But what I'm saying is, talk to somebody, be vocal as a man. You know, I was talking about that in my last video. You know, you have to ask yourself some uncomfortable questions if you really want to grow. You know, growth isn't comfortable. Growth is very uncomfortable, but on the other side of growth is that life that you've been avoiding, that life that you've been avoiding, that you know you can be living, that you know you can be living. You can be living up to your potential. You can have these healthy relationships, and it goes far past just being with women. You know what I'm saying? You can have healthy relationships with your parents if you don't have any. You can fix those. Your brothers, your sisters, your friends. You know what I mean? Or you can form more rich relationships. You know, a lot of people talk about, oh, I'm rich in money, but you can be rich in relationships as well. You know, relationships can be your money. You know what I mean? You can have people in your life and network and things of that nature to be like, okay, I know I have this person in my life. I helped them out. They helped me out. This person has put so much money in my pocket. If I'm an entrepreneur, they have spoke my names in rooms, and instead of tarnish my name, like some people, they want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them. You understand what I'm saying? They want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them. That's some people, not all people. Try to focus on developing relationships with people who want to see you do great. They're going to clap for you. They're going to clap for you even when it's not their turn. They're going to clap for you. Pay attention who's clapping for you, even when they're at their lowest or their highest. Pay attention. You understand what I'm saying? Pay attention who's rooting for you. Pay attention who really wants to see you succeed. And a lot of times it's not going to be a family. It's not going to be that person you grew up with. It's going to be somebody on the internet that you met. It's going to be somebody random that you meet. But it's okay. Take note of that. Those are the people that you need in your life. Those types of people that you need in your life to form healthy and happy relationships. Because, you know, if you have healthy and happy relationships outside of your woman per se, more times than none, that's going to translate over. More times than none. I understand sometimes it won't, but more times than none, it will. Now, this one is going to really hit home for a lot of people. The reason most men haven't had healthy and happy relationships with women or just in general is because their relationship with themselves is lackluster. It's not good. You feel what I'm saying? You have not really formed a good relationship with yourself. You can't even look yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm happy with the man that I am. And if that is the case, we got some work to do, kings. We got some work to do. You're not a lost cause. You're not a lost cause at all, but you can definitely continue to work on yourself and develop yourself, develop your mental, mind, body, and soul, baby. You definitely can develop that. But you're the realest one in your team. You're the Patrick Mahomes of your team. You're the LeBron James of your team. You're the Michael Jordan of your team. I'm not saying that you have to walk around thinking that you're better than anybody, but when you wake up, it's you. When you go to sleep, it's you. When you're driving to work, 9 times out of 10, it's you. When you're going to the store, more times than none, it's you. 70 to 80% of the time, you're spending that time with yourself. So you are your star player. So we have to stop neglecting ourselves and putting more so into other people, like women, friends, things of that nature. So what I'm saying is, I want to be clear. Yes, pour into people, right? Pour into people. Give people value. Be a good person, but don't neglect yourself. Don't neglect that person that's in the mirror. Don't neglect that person that's holding the phone or computer right now watching this video. Don't neglect that person. You got to keep it real with yourself. You got to keep it a stack. Do the things that are going to help you become a better person, because then in turn, more times than none, that will translate to having better, happy, healthier relationships. Now let's go back to the woman thing. You know, a lot of times, you know, men will get with women for the wrong reasons, and then, you know, they may just get with that woman that has sex. You feel what I'm saying? But whole time, you're not being fulfilled. You're not being fulfilled. You know, you're getting that pleasure. You're getting that orgasm, whatever, but you're not being fulfilled. Let's start seeking fulfillment, guys. Let's start seeking fulfillment, kings. Let's become the best versions of ourselves. As long as we have breath in our lungs, let's be the best versions of ourselves. We've been going too long, you know, putting other people first before us. We're trying to pour into other people. Imagine we're a vase, right? A vase of water. And, you know, we have different cups. So we have a cup for our family. We have a cup for our friends. We have a cup for our job, X, Y, and Z. We pour into those things before we pour into ourselves. And when it's time to actually drink from that vase for ourselves, we got about this much, and we gave them gallons and gallons, but we only getting a few ounces for ourselves, if that makes sense. You know, if you got that visualization. If you did, we're going to keep pressing forward. But if you didn't, you know, rewind it a few times till you get it. Pour into yourself. Because the more you pour it, okay, it's like this. You can't give nothing if you don't have nothing. The more you pour into yourself, the more you will have to give to other people. You feel what I'm saying? The more you pour into yourself, the more you will have to give to other people. And I hope this is resonating with you guys. I hope this is resonating with you guys. You know, in closing, don't choose the woman who's going to be argumentative. Don't choose the woman who's going to be argumentative. Don't choose the women who are going to drain you instead of adding value to your life. Don't choose them kind of women. Don't choose the kind of people that are going to drain you. If you know they're draining you, you're like, okay, bro, I'm going to spend less time with you. I'm going to spend less time with this woman. If you know this activity or this certain job is draining you, okay, bet. Let me start looking for other jobs. If you don't have any skills to get any other jobs, let me start developing other skills. Don't ever just be stuck in your situation. Use the skills, and if you don't have any skills, gain some skills and learn some skills to keep going in life. Because like I said, if you can't give anything to anybody if you don't have anything to give. So Take time away if you need to and develop your skill set, develop your mental, read more books, watch more podcasts, listen to different audio books or whatever. You know, if you notice that you have some trauma, deal with that. Don't get into a relationship or anything thinking that, okay, this relationship's going to solve my trauma. No, because you're going to end up hurting that person. You're going to end up draining that person and harming that person when they didn't deserve that at all, especially if it's a good woman, especially if it's a good friend or somebody who's been good to you and you just adding trauma to their life. But all in all, you're the realest person on your team. You're the realest person on your team. Start treating yourself, pour into yourself more, learn more skills, develop yourself more as a man, smile more, baby. We live in the dream, you know. It's not gonna be a certain day when, okay, the dream is here. No, we're living the dream right now. Every single day you're getting closer and closer to whatever that is that you're seeking. You're living it right now. So remember that. Slow motion is better than no motion. I love y'all. If you gain something from this, share this with your mama, your auntie, your cousin, your brother. Make sure y'all pound that like button, subscribe. I love y'all. Peace and blessings.